Let's take a look at Dogecoin. The last time I looked at Doge was yesterday, October the 1st. Here's a quick recap. The 50-day, which is the white line, has been trending down. It is just a matter of time within the next day or so. Would drop below this yellow line, which is the 200-day. That would give us that dreaded death cross. Doge definitely need to continue to trend higher. So the 50-day would reverse direction and move away from this 200-day. That is definitely something we like to see, because based on history, when you are in a death cross, there is a good probability for a very severe drop in price. So it is very critical for those to be able to hold again and continue to trade over this 10 days moving average, because if it could stabilize over the 10 days, then this could signal this reversal in price. Then there would be a high probability that those would continue this uptrend and run to 22.5 and then 25.5 and then eventually 32 cents. And if those can continue this uptrend, we would resolve the problem with this death cross, because the 50-day would reverse direction and move away from the 200 days. That is the ideal scenario that we are looking for. Fast forward, this is the daily chart for Dogecoin, and the data I have is 2:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October the 2nd. We were here yesterday, and Doge was able to close the day and hold again, and it actually ran up and tested my target of 22.5 cents, but was not able to mount enough buying support to cross over that. Doge is trading up a little bit today. Right now, it is up about 0.5% and trading at 22.4. So it looks like it is trying again to retest this 22.5 cents. Let's see if Doge can find enough buying support to cross over and run to our next target level at 25.5 cents. Let's take a look at Doge on a 1-minute chart so that we can see how the price behaved for the past couple of days. Doge ran up from about 21.5 cents to 22.5, in which it retested the immediate resistance at 22.5, got rejected. See, the problem is when Doge ran up, it ran up on practically very low volume, and after retested the resistance at 22.5, it did not take the seller that much effort to drive the price down. If we look at this volume, the red bar is the sell volume. Very few red bar, and yet the seller was able to drive the price down by about 5%. So this is a clear indication that when you don't have volume, it's extremely easy for seller to drive the price down. And that is the problem with Doge. After Doge retraced, it formed this falling wedge, broke out at this point, and the target would take Doge to around the 22.4 cents. And that's exactly what happened. It ran to 22.4, but then again, because of there's no volume, seller was able to drive the price down. Doge tried to run up to retest the 22.5, but the minute it get to about 22.4, it get rejected again. So this is not a good sign. As long as the volume continue to be low, Doge is going to have a hard time run up in price. Go back to the daily chart. It was encouraging to see Doge was able to bounce back from below 20 cents. However, the chart continues to look very bearish. It's getting very close to the 50-day will drop below the 200 days. That would be our death cross. And what's really concerning me is the volume. Again, there is no volume. To be honest, I do not understand why. I was expecting that when the market picked up, those would follow. But so far, that wasn't the case. It has been underperforming. And that is not a good sign. I mean, no matter how I like to say differently, that is the fact. So in summary, until the volume picks up, I don't expect those to make a major spike up in price. Those would likely trade sideways. All we can hope for is those to continue to stay over this red line, which is the 10 days moving average, because a drop below, then that spells serious trouble. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.